now guys we are checking a big return to music sphere because T.O.P is after 12 years I believe back with his new music, Desperado title song of his Another Dimension discography. Yeah, 12 years since Doom Dada. And also guys, this will be double reaction because we will be checking also the newest song from Byul, which is called Hertz. I also didn't hear this song. This will be for me for the first time while I'll be like watching and listening of both of these songs. So this will be like sort of a rapping reaction, right? Because like T.O.P was main rapper of Big Bang, was excellent and like is excellent, like solo artist in terms of like rapping, songwriting. So I'm like very excited for this one. Also Nana will be here in that music video which has been like announced a few months ago. And Byul is also like main rapper of her group, right, of Mamamoo. So like this will be very interesting, guys. All my reactions to Big Bang all my reactions to Big Bang and Mamamoo you may check like in the comment section. There will be pinned playlist with all of the reactions to Big Bang and Mamamoo, guys. Let's check this out. And we have only one obstacle because subtitles haven't English translation. They have Vietnamese, Spanish, Portuguese, Malay, Korean, Japanese, Indonesian, Chinese, traditional one, and simplified. But English subtitles we have only auto-generated ones. So that text could be pretty misleading. I'll be checking the precise translation later in my privacy. With Byul we have English subtitles, like the original one, the precise one. Okay, let's check this out. T.O.P Desperado. Okay. Volume is great. Black and white palette. Such was in Doom Dada.
Yeah. So special. 이러와 석양도 흘러나가 예쁜 보랏빛의 또 반짝이오 파라밤밤밤 뛰기다가 흥미로운 네 육덕 라인 도도한 척해 너의 높은 콧대와 이거 그대로도 봄을 섬지도 윤기가 흘러 대정복할래 폭발하는 잭팟 인생 한번.
Guys, I will like seriously need to sound like the lyrics later because like the auto-generated translations is absolutely mess. I will try to like, for example, refresh if there aren't like any, but I think not. Unfortunately, never mind. I'll be like focusing on that, on that cadence, on that musicality, just like but it's sad for me because like with T.O.P the meaning of the text of the lyrics is very strong usually. So
또 반짝이오 파라밤밤밤 뛰기다가 흥미로운 네 육덕 라인 도도한 척해 너의 높은 콧대와 이거 그대로도 봄을 섬지도 윤기가 흘러 대정복할래 폭발하는 잭팟 인생 한방 대한민국에 난 조금 유명한 친구 오늘부터 너의 생활은 좀 달라지걸 너무 mad We're born again 두둠둠 속삭임도 나긋나긋 so cool 말이 필요 없지 넌 신의 한수 이 밤의 온도는 so hot 여름 난 녹고 있는 고드름 So I love you, love you 완전히 빙고
by way, it's very like funny when you are like aware a little bit about K-pop. So it's funny that like sort of like flexing of T.O.P in front of the lady which is portrayed by Nana, because like Nana is a former member of a group called After School, which was like pretty big K-pop group during second/third gen. I believe under Pledis Entertainment, like they were like sorry, that group which was before 17. It's actually like great in this contextual. Nana is not just like excellent actress, but also excellent in music terms. Like she like was born in that music stage, so this is also a great combination.
Yeah, baby. 소리 지르지, oh. 지레지른 각도. 슬금슬금. 보고 든 넓은 우리 세계. 뜨거운 밤을 채색. Sometimes I'm a real game. 펄컥한 예쁜 문학서. 우린 피카소. 금 chemistry. Like Tom과 Jerry. Give me a clue. I want to break your rules. 너란 여자의 완벽히 흡수. 햇빛이 달아오름. So I love you. So special.
Hey. Oh, this looks cool. This looks like really sort of like an honor to old westerns.
햇빛이 달아오름.
If you are like fan of those stuffs, like from I don't know, like from 50s, from 60s. There was also like westerns was mainstream, like during cinematography, and also like Tarantino loved this like sort of style, right? So this ending credits are truly great. So I switched to my Spotify and tried to like found some lyrics there, because like usually on Spotify they have lyrics, but unfortunately not. I will check the lyrics later. Obviously, like that was just like my dryness, my watching, my listening of that musicality, of that vibe, and it was great. Despite like my preferences are different in different sort of like styles and genres, this comeback is huge, and not just like from for T.O.P. Obviously, like he's very responsible man, and he went through his personal hell. He like if some other artist would have those obstacles like him, I think he would take it more, or like more in less weight sort of. But like he as a like very like responsible man, and sort of like he was like eldest member of Big Bang, right? So he took these stuffs into another level, and obviously like it also like showed in his career, not just like his not just his life, but like in his musical career, which was like stopped since Still Life. It was like his last comeback with the group, Still Life, right? And so yeah, and this is like big comeback of him after 12 years. Very another like different type from Doom Dada. This was more calmer, more vibing into some sort of like T.O.P has very deep voice, and it's not like that loud, noisy deep voice, but like it has some sort of a calmness inside it, and when he's singing and rapping, you are like sort of in that mood, in that on the same wave as he is singing, and it comforts you. It comforts you in some strange way, and despite I not like aware about the meaning of the lyrics, I was like very in that mood. And I like, obviously, also I like that MV. He was like, dancing, singing around Nana, which was cool. I think like it looked like he tried to impress her, probably. Maybe, I don't know. Something similar if you watched Squid Game, he portrayed Thanos there, right? And he was like trying to some sort of rap on that lady, which, spoiler alert, she was like killed during first game. So it reminds me a little bit that scene. Since the beginning, that black white color palette. Instantly, I had like a very nostalgic vibe, not just like of T.O.P's old songs, such was Doom Dada, obviously, such was Turn It Up. Turn It Up is also like from T.O.P, right? I will check it. I believe it is. Turn It Up, yes, it's from him, and it has also like black-white color palette. Also some sort of OG songs of Big Bang. They have similar saturation. So yeah, it was sort of like nostalgia window, nostalgia throwback into the past. And like during that song, he switched to the cars. So it's sort of, for me personally, it's just like a view. It's sort of like change, transition from the past to the newest era, to his new him, and to that image which like he's trying to show us through this discography, through this another dimension, top spot, another dimension. So yeah, looked great. It has a very very nice vibe, mood feeling of that, that musicality. Unfortunately, lyrics are still mystery to me, but like it looked like he's trying like some magic in on her, and I'm curious if it works. Nana looks pretty happy here there. Both of them, like T.O.P and Nana, are great looking people, very charismatic ones. So like obviously chemistry works perfectly there in this MV. Okay, I enjoyed this Desperado. I'll be like checking the discography in my privacy, and then like I will look in for some translation. I was too quick, obviously, like that this has been like released I don't know, a couple of 10 of minutes ago, 24 minutes ago. So yeah, obviously like lyrics aren't prepared, and I'm like actually praising that T.O.P is doing this comeback like in his in his birth language, in his this is just like his country, his music, his language. So I'm also very glad for it, because like K-pop during these days is more sort of Western focused, and honestly I don't like it. Like if I would love to listen or like hear some music in English, I will check the just Western artists. For example, I don't know, Lady Gaga, right? I like Lady Gaga, so I will like listen her, or like I will listen, I don't know, Dua Lipa, or Ed Sheeran, and I'll be like, I will have English there, but like if I'm like checking Korean artists, Chinese artists, Japanese artists, I'm mostly like in love with their domestic native language. So that was great. And we are checking Mumbio Hertz. It's been like long time since I heard her in sort of like some harder song, and I was checking obviously like teaser of this song trailer, and it looked Like she will be like more rapping in this song than in the previous comebacks. The last two comebacks, one was about some washing laundry or something like that, and the previous one was ICBBY, right? ICBB or something like that. IC Baby, and it was more focusing into sort of like dance pop genre or like more traditional K-pop ones. But we know like Moonbyul is pretty art member of Mamamoo. Like I mean, like in the musical aspect, she is the main rapper, and her solos like were always like more harder than the rest of the member from Mamamoo. So I'm curious about this one, if this will be like exception and or like some return to her OG stuff. I'm curious. Let's check this out. Hertz.
Yeah. Kick it louder. Hearts, hearts, heart, hearts. Hearts, 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 hearts. 힙합 위치 선물 주겨 떨던 말 듯이 너의 그 파도 안에 나를 맞춰 파도를 타는 듯이 먼저 와 deeper frequency 고발의 chemistry 더 끌어당기지 않아. Same wavelengths, we're on it. 96 Hertz, we lock in. 주파수는 이미 in. Pace my heart, 터질 듯 뛰어오르는 중. 올라타, 올려보길. 파동 타고 스며드는 중. We resonate at a perfect agent. Hertz, 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 hertz. Hertz, 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 hertz. Step in the room, my heart goes boom. 네 바쁘네 천천히 올라와 doom. 기분 좋은 상상을 하게끔 이제 주는 장을 깨기 싫은 꿈. 0-1 사이에 두고 비터처럼 쫓아 뛰어가는 track. 1-1-4 대박 가위바위보. 어지럽게 지령 내가 이긴 게임 또 끌어당기지 않아. Same wavelengths, we're on it. 96 Hertz, we lock in.
Guys, I was a little bit wrong. It's hard. It's harder than the previous two tracks from the past 2 years, but it has sort of like metal slash rock vibe, right? It's something different again from Moonbyul, and I have to say, like I like it. I like it very much.
주파수는 이미 in. Pace my heart, 터질 듯 뛰어오르는 중. 올라타, 올려보길. 파동 타고
Wow.
스며드는 중. We resonate at a perfect agent. Hertz, hertz, hertz,
Yeah.
hertz, hertz. Hertz, 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 hertz.
Nice.
Same.
The change of that sound, you know, of sort of like, you know, that adding sort of like that sound effects, autotune or something like that. It's great resemblance with that meaning, right? It's about like frequency and sound wave, etc. So also like that visual looks great. I mean, like that MV looks amazing. I love the visual effects here, and it sort of like transitions and like changes from that you know. From that sound wave to the motorcycle or something like that, right? I like it.
Wavelengths, we're on it. 96 Hertz, we lock in.
Formula.
주파수는 이미 in. Pace my heart, 터질 듯 뛰어오르는 중. 올라타, 올려보길. 파동 타고 스며드는 중. We resonate at a perfect agent. Hertz, 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 hertz.
That looks great. Oh, that was great. Also, like the ending, like she was like, you know, throwing that key from that formula. Great. I really like it. It was interesting. See something like that from Moonbyul. It was different. It was different from the past releases. It was also different for her. Like I believe, like this was pretty great, right? I really love that visual effects on that ME, combined with the lyrics, and like we do stuff, for example, such as this. It was a great combo.